Welcome to what can be a life-changing experience for you. My name is Bob Randklev, and I'm here to introduce you to Jose Silva's Ultramind ESP system, which was designed to enable you to tap into your extraordinary potential to create a life that just works. Imagine how you would feel if you had it all. Everything you wanted, the business fulfillment, the financial results, the wonderful loving relationships, vibrant health, creative expression. Wouldn't that be amazing? Well, you really can have it all if you tune into Jose Silva's wonderful mind system. The great American psychologist William James was once asked, "Is life really worth living?" He replied, "It all depends on the person living." Pretty obvious, correct? I want to give you some good news. We are living in the most opportunistic time in history. We are living in the wealthiest society that has ever existed. We're living in a society with more opportunity, more government support, more great teachers than ever before. And yet, in the midst of all that, we have broken homes, violence, poverty, stressed out people, and people taking pills to sleep at night and get them going in the morning. So for a lot of people, life is not working extremely well. Jose Silva's mind training tools have been absolutely life-changing for me. And that's why I'm here today. They've enabled me to make better business decisions, improve my health, relax, and reduce stress. Jose Silva's tools have been absolutely miraculous for me, and I know they can make enormous difference for you. So ask yourself, as you look at your life, do you have what you really want, or are you settling? Have you given up on creating the ideal life you once dreamed of? Well, I'm here to tell you with every fiber of my being that you can refocus and you can create a wonderful, fulfilling, happy life. However, you cannot do it if you live at the beta level of mind. The beta level of mind is the conscious level of mind. It's the level of mind where we struggle and we persevere and we persist. We try to overcome obstacles. All we do is wear ourselves out and duplicate the old patterns over again. If you're going to change your life, if you're going to have a different experience, you have to go into the creative area of the mind or the subconscious mind and tap into your intuitive ability. With your creative abilities, you have to tap into your higher intelligence that's available within all of us. Then you can change your life. Jose Silva's Ultra ESP system is about using your intuition so that you can make better decisions in your life. Now think about that for a moment. What would your life be like if you had the ability to make better decisions in every area? Let's look at business. Business is very competitive and very stressful. Often people are on overload and people cannot perform at their best when they're on overload, and they make erroneous decisions when they're stressed out. Imagine if you had the capability to tap into a higher intelligence within you and to make business decisions to help you get the outcomes that you want. You'd be more fulfilled, you'd have more prosperity, and as Jose Silva said, money is the fuel that keeps the machinery going. So one of the highlights of this program is that you can use these tools to create more prosperity and more abundance than you've ever had before. It's what I call creative artistic freedom, and I think it's one of the greatest gifts in life. Now, imagine you could make better decisions with respect to your health. There are all kinds of opinions on what kinds of programs are best for people. I tried many diets over the year and couldn't lose weight. And using these tools, I tapped into my inner guidance and intuition and realized that dieting was not the solution. I had to eat high energy foods combined with fasting to reset my body. And as a result of this, I lost over 30 pounds. I'm in the best shape and health I've been in many years. You can do the same thing. We all have this wonderful intuition, always available to us if we know how to tap into it. Let's talk about relationships. That's the most important thing in my life. And I believe it is for most people that the family is the cornerstone of our society. Now, as we look at relationships, we see that people don't always get them right. People do struggle. It seems like people crave love and sharing from the cradle to the grave. They desire to be in a loving relationship. It just never goes away. It's inherent in all of us. Imagine what it could mean to you if you could use your intuition to create loving, joyous, fulfilling relationships. Now, on the surface, that's not an easy thing for a lot of people. And I say that because if you just look at the results people get, we have a divorce rate of 50% for first marriages. And people think, well, I just didn't meet the right person, so I'm going to keep looking and trying. Well, guess what? The divorce rate for second marriage is 62%. And they keep going. But what if people keep trying and the divorce rate is now for third marriages 83%? A friend of mine shared this with a group of people he was presenting to, and a guy in the back row fainted. I mean, he fell right flat on the floor. And when he asked what has happened, they said, "We wish you wouldn't have said that. He's getting married this Saturday for the third time." And it just scared him. So he went to a phone and canceled the wedding. He didn't like those odds. So we see a lot of pain in relationships. And that's not to mention the results kids end up with. Well, it doesn't have to be that way, because using Jose Silva's system, you can tap into the higher intelligence to discover the changes you need to make the things you need, create a loving, joyous relationship. You see, all of us are creators, and I mean this very lovingly. There are no helpless victims over the age of 21. We have an enormous creative power within us. And what happens is we get scattered or we operate our lives from erroneous limiting beliefs that we picked up as children. Now, how do you get rid of a belief system? You go down into your creative mind using Jose Silva's techniques, and you find your own intuitive guide, your own higher intelligence that you can use to eradicate the limiting beliefs of the past. See, I believe if we were stuck with our childhood beliefs, now that would be hell on earth. Now, if you live at the beta level of life, you cannot change your life. You cannot change your life at the conscious level. You can change your life by changing your belief, changing your images, and tapping into your deeper creative mind, your intuitive faculty, your higher consciousness. And Jose Silva has given us the tools to do this. They've been so transforming in my own life. That's why I'm here, to share this program, to reach out to you and say, every part of my being, you can create everything you want. You can be happy, you can be fulfilled, you can be prosperous, you can have a wonderful, joyous, loving relationships. You can have it all, and there's no reason not to. You know, sometimes in this world, we learn some rather limiting belief systems, such as money is the root of all evil. Life is not a bowl of cherries. In order to be successful, you have to work hard. Those things are only perceptions. They're not true statements. You know, another one, suffering builds character. I don't agree. Suffering destroys the cells of the body. We don't have to live with any of those belief systems anymore. We can recreate our life. We can make a fresh start, because all of us have an inner guide, a higher intelligence that we can use to transform our lives. And that's why I'm so excited to be here sharing these ideas with you. In case you don't know who I am, or you don't know that much about me, I'm not a famous person. I've been connected to higher guidance and a student of personal development, the law of attraction, and energy my entire life. And I just love sharing success strategies. And I want to tell you what Jose Silva's mind training systems have meant to me. I had, let's say, a rough childhood. My mother died when I was 5 and she was only 26. I was the oldest of 4 kids. And fortunately, my aunt and uncle took us in as their children, along with my 2 cousins. My dad was very involved and continued to work and raise us. A few years later, he met my second mother and had 3 more kids, so I became the oldest of 7. We weren't poor and never went hungry, but we have much more than that. I was bullied and made fun of, and we were told, don't let that bother you. Don't let other people affect you. But it did. My stepmother and I didn't get along very well. Not until later in life, when I was married and had grandchildren, did we learn to tolerate each other. Don't get me wrong, my stepmother loved us like her own, but with a different, very tough and uncompassionate kind of love. To this day, I'm still in touch with my brothers and sisters and mom. My dad and first mom guide me from heaven, and they are with me all the time. I am not complaining. I have had a very wonderful life, beautiful kids. I have enormous blessings, a tremendous amount to be grateful for, and helping people heal is what I love to do. However, this is what happened to me in my childhood. My childhood, like so many, was very difficult, and I developed an image as a loser, a nobody. I was a very gifted child. Learning and schoolwork came easy to me, but my parents never encouraged me to go to college. They never said I couldn't, but they explained it was so expensive it was better to just get a job and start working. I knew I had a higher source of guidance, but I didn't follow it at the time. And as my brother once said, I was the first of 7 kids, so I had to blaze the trail and train my parents on how to raise kids. I had a very, very difficult life, and just so you know, I blame no one for my life. I'm at total peace with my parents, and I'm at peace with anybody who was ever a part of my life. I take total responsibility for my life. I'm just relating to you that my life was a little pain and suffering and poverty and struggle. But back in the 80s, I got inspired. I read the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, and it motivated me. And I made a passionate commitment to personal development to change myself. And I'm asking you to think about this. A passionate commitment to do whatever it took to change my life so I could create a life that works. I took many programs that were very valuable. The Dale Carnegie course was wonderful, Zig Ziglar, Earl Nightingale, and many others inspired and trained. And I've had some outer success. However, I still suffered from lack of confidence. I still was anxious, and I couldn't organize my thoughts. And I really felt like I had enormous potential because everything I ever studied said I do, and I felt that connection. And I sought solutions. Now, whatever you look for in life, you will find because it will find you, and that's the law of attraction. After starting, managing, and running several businesses, I finally got to a point in life to invest more time in myself. I studied and learned I was an empath. I studied Reiki, energy healing, and became a certified master teacher. That led me to become an emotion code and body code practitioner, which exploded my practice at gettinganswers.com. I continued clairvoyant energy healing courses and creating my own course, How to Heal Yourself Energetically. You see, helping people heal is amazing, but teaching people how to heal themselves is even better. I only have so many hours in a day and my schedule is limited, so creating courses and coaching others allows me to multiply my healing efforts. A doctor I worked with reviewed my course and referred me to Jose Silva, and again, I was blown away. I asked myself, how, after many decades of personal development and energy healing, had I not heard or known about Jose Silva? The answer was simple, and I'd heard it before. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear, as it is for you today. As I took Jose Silva's courses, read the books, and practiced the teachings, I found so many similarities to past modalities and lessons I'd already taken. But Jose Silva took these to a new level, and it inspired me to weave this into my team and help others. As a result of learning how to use my intuition, tap into my higher intelligence, go to the alpha level of mind and relax, I became a whole person again. I've reduced my stress, became very focused, and became more present with people. My listening skills have improved, and I started to make better decisions in every area of my life. I made some business decisions that have given me new global opportunities. I made the health decisions to live a longer, healthier life, and I got intuition on wonderful relationships. So you see, Silva mind training programs have been absolutely life-changing for me. I realized that by going to the alpha level every day and using Jose Silva's strategies, I'm in control of my destiny, and so are you. I have very few limits, and so do you, because there's a guide that we can use to help us solve problems, make better decisions, and transform our life. I know that a wonderful new future is waiting for you right now as you begin the process of mastering Jose Silva's Ultramind ESP. May the rest of your life be the best of your life, and I'll see you on the inside. Make it a great day.